Shalom, this GMS Holland sit downs coming with the video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Double honors to the elder apostle of GMS for teaching us this truth. Peace and salutations to the elect out there that's pushing his word and sincerity and truth consistently, pushing hard, so we can get the fuck up out of here, man. And this video is gonna be named Feel Like Leaning Back, because you got guys out there that got the spirit of relaxation, the spirit of I don't have to do anything, I don't have to push the word. You got other guys that are making videos, so the word is out there. I don't have to do anything. I can just stand in the camp on a Saturday and just do my thing, and during the week, I do my worldly things, and on a Saturday I be an Israelite, or whatever day you go out and teach. But that's not how it is, man. That's not how it is. Before we start this lesson, let me grab this scripture real quick. To start it off with. Psalms chapter 1 and 2. But his delight is in the, as a matter of fact, let me just go straight to the point. Psalms chapter 1 and 2. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh. Let me start at 1. Psalms 1 and 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. So if you are occupied in walking amongst ungodly people instead of sitting amongst the godly man, then you already turn after Satan, man. Because if your desire is after people of the world, then that's your part. Then that's where you belong. Because if the spirit is on you, you will not find pleasure in rolling around with carnal niggas, man. You will actually get vexed. That's why the scriptures say, Amos chapter 3 and 3. I'm not going to grab it right now, but this is what the scriptures say. Can two and two walk together unless they be agreed? Can two walk together unless they be agreed? So that's not possible. So if you don't have that fire, that rage in you, walking around with a Duterte, talking all kinds of vile nonsense, then you don't got the spirit upon you, man. So blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners. Why? When you're rolling around with sinners, when you're rolling around with ungodly people, wicked negroes, what you get is you chilling, you hanging around. This guy, he's selling dope. So yeah, whatever, I can chill with him as long as I'm not selling dope, right? But if the cops pull him over and they find y'all too with 10 kilos of cocaine in the back, then your ass is going to jail too. So you shouldn't be around these wicked people, man. So it says, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And that's concerning this whole truth, man. You gotta meditate upon this truth. You gotta, wherever you go, you gotta be thinking about this truth, man. When you see, maybe you walk past the media market or a TV selling company, and you look at the TV and you see some news. Boom, hey, North Korea, this and that. I just checked out a new link. India is ready to defend North Korea. So boom, hey, that pops into your mind, and you think about videos, man. That's how the spirit should work inside of you. Instead of leaning back and having that relaxation of mind and basically feel like you in the kingdom already, man. We got a job to do. We got to be occupied in this truth, man. These are the last times. And guys, that, like the Apostle Tahar said, man. The Apostle Tahar said, hey, 3 videos a week, man. This is an order. Because you still have guys, even though we are in 2017, man, World War III is about to pop off. The RFID chip is almost being pushed mandatory. China comes with a technology that they can scan your face and know your identity in 3 seconds. We living in those times. And if you feel like you have a mentality like this, you should get the fuck up out of here, man. You should just go back into the world, man. Because the Most High don't need cats like that. The Most High don't need lukewarm men. If you in this truth, like Apostle Tahar said, if you in this truth for like 6 months, you can already make videos, man. You know, you already have a certain knowledge that you can bring out, man. These are not the times to sit back and lean back and relax, man. These are the times that you need to push and you need to go hard and you need to, you know, grab the thing that you want and hold it fast, man. That's why the scriptures say, hold fast which thou hast. And let no one take that crown, man. Let me grab it real quick. This is 2 Timothy chapter 1 and 13. Hold fast. Slakia. Revelation 3 and 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take that crown. Because what? The crown is the salvation, man. The crown represents the salvation. The crown represents the redeeming from this wicked place, man. So if you in this truth, hold fast that truth, man. Don't let things of the world get you entangled and then you fall out, or you all of a sudden you find that more important. Like I always mention, we had a cat in the camp and his wife told him, you have to choose between me, your child, and your brothers in the camp. And he chose for his family, man. Then his wife still left his ass, man. Then he wanted to come back to the camp, and we said like, hey, no, man, your ass is out of here, man. Because the scriptures say, this is what the scriptures say, man. Look at back. I believe it's Luke 6. Luke 6 and wait, let me see what this is. Luke. No, it's Luke 6 and 62. Right? It's lucky. Bear with me for a minute. You know, and that this is also a thing, man. Like it happens to me now. We gotta keep reading, man. We gotta keep reading and gotta keep these scriptures in mind, man. You know, because this is not good, man. No, man. Luke 9 and 62. You see, simple mistake, but I thought Luke 6. It's Luke 9 and 62. Luke 9 and 62. And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of heaven. Slakia is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh. So if you're looking back to the world, you know, if you feel like others can do your business, others can do your work, you're damn right, man. Others can do your work very well, and we will. You know, let the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, whenever a guy gets kicked out, the Most High sets another one in his place, man. And I've seen it happen, man. I've seen it happen like 3 times, man. 3 times in 3 years in GMS Camp Holland alone, man. You know, 3 times, maybe even 4, man. Maybe even 4 times. You know, if I count this one individual with it, you know, who was barely in the camp and already fell out because he was looking back. You know, he was looking at his delicious life being a wicked ass Negro, and that made him not fit for the kingdom of the Most High, man. So if you desire your family more, and then all of a sudden So you desire your family more, you step out of the camp, and then all of a sudden you be like, damn man, these brothers, they took care of me, they was really a family. But you chose for your carnal family. Listen man, I told my father straight in his face, my spiritual family is more important to me than my carnal family is, because he was bugging me for not coming to the birthday party of my little brothers on a Saturday, knowing I have a job to do on a Saturday. This man cut me off, man. He said, I don't want no contact with you anymore. Well, no problem to me, man. Then our relationship is over. Simple as that, you know? And it's because it is what it is, man. If this is the lot that the Most High has put there for me, that I have to continue in this truth without a father. Hey, the scriptures say, when your mother or father forsake, the Proverbs, I believe, man, your mother or father forsake you. Psalms 27:10. Realize that I haven't gone into the actual lesson that I set up. But hey man, spirit, your spirit can be angry because of certain dudes, man. And I feel the Apostle Tahar 100% on this, man, because I've been dealing with a guy for like 8 months who had this type of spirit, man. And it's fucking vexating, man. You know? But that shows you, like, hey, certain guys, they just don't have the listen, man. If I only made 1 or 2 videos in the week, I feel like, damn, man, didn't do enough. If I didn't read enough in the week, I feel fucked up, man. I feel like somber. I feel like, hey, my face is basically, I feel I feel fucked up. But this guy wasn't making videos for like 7, 8 weeks, and he didn't give no shit about it, man. That's a weekend Israelite. And the Most High has no place for those guys, man. But back to the situation I was talking about. This is Psalms 27:10. When my father and my mother forsake me, then Yahweh will take me up. So this is the thing, man. You can lose your family, man. Your family can cut you off. But does that stop you from pushing the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? Do worldly affairs put confusion within the truth? No. You can't let that happen, man. Even though if it is about your child, man. Yesterday I was watching the live feed from Apostle Rakar. Apostle Rakar said, you might be all into your child, you might be all into your son or your daughter, and choose them above the truth. And then when the child grows up, he's like, hey man, fuck my father, man. Or like the other elder said, or he turns into a homosexual. So that's years wasted. And if that time is wasted for the time that you could have been into the truth and pushed the word, then that's really garbage. You made that time worthless, man. It turned into garbage, because what we do, man, because what we do is building up a spiritual bank account, man. But if you waste your time on carnal things, I'm not saying you cannot spend time with your family. That's not what I'm saying, man. Before Scarfer comes in and he's like, so you're not allowed to spend time with your family. No, I'm telling you, if you choose your family above this truth, that's wasted time for you there, man. That's wasted time, because the scripture says this, Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. So when your desire, when your treasure is within this world, then your time is wasted, man. Your time is garbage. Your time is trash. The time that you have is time that you should invest within this truth, man. Matthew chapter 6 and 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. You know, this is what we gotta do. That's why our bank account, our spiritual bank account, amen, is going up with numbers, man. You know, it's going up with numbers at a time. Just like how the elites, their bank account is going up, our spiritual bank account is going up like that, man. You know, by pushing this truth, by being out there in highways and byways, man, by studying, being occupied in this truth, man. You know, but if your treasure is here, like it says in verse 21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart also be. But if your treasure is in the world, your heart, meaning your mind, because the word heart in Hebrew is lav, which means mind. If your mind is occupied in this world, you know, that's your treasure, man. And you are focused upon that. So you are not focused upon not even your own channel. Noticing that you haven't made a video in like 7-8 weeks, man. Then you just bug the fuck out, man. Then your ass gets suspended. Your ass gets suspended. And then you still don't feel like making a video. You still be like, oh no, no, I don't have to do that. Still, you get, listen, man, you get suspended. And in the 3 weeks that you are suspended, you still don't feel like making videos. That shows you that your treasure is just in the world, man. And this truth is not for you, man. You know, if the spirit was ever on you, your ass is out of there, man. Your ass is out of there, man. So that's what I'm gonna talk about now, man. You know, don't think that you are too high or you are too good to make videos for Yahweh Shem Shai, man. This is what the Most I can do, man. Luke chapter 3 and 8. Bring forth therefore fruits worthy of repentance, and begin not to say within yourselves, we have Abraham too our father. For I shall say unto you, that the Most High is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham. So the Most High don't need you, man. The Most High can create followers from stones, man. The Most High can create man from the dust. We know that because how did the Most High create the Adamites, man? Through the angels and Yahushai. From the dust, man. So the Most High can raise up stones and be his elect. The Most High don't need none of us, man. So what makes you think that the Most High needs you? If you feel like sitting back and relaxing, man, your ass is out of there, man. If you feel like this is something you can just do without any backlashes to it, you're gonna get serious backlashes, man. You're gonna get some serious pain, man. Why? This is why. Let me see. Luke chapter 12. Luke chapter 12, starting with verse 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. So if you know this truth, and you don't prepare yourself, how do you prepare yourself? Gaining wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Why? Isaiah says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you're gonna be stable, man. And we got a job to do with, which is purify our hands, man. Cleanse our hands from the blood of the people, whether they will hear or forbear. You know? And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not, if you didn't know what you had to do, if no one told you, if the person that knew and didn't tell you, and his blood, your blood is upon his hands, if you didn't know and did commit things worthy of stripes, shall be beaten with a few stripes. So the guy that knew is gonna receive more stripes than the guy that did ultimately wicked but didn't know. So if you know this truth and you fall out, you in for a beating, man. Like I said, this behavior is gonna give you backlashes, literally backlashes. Because hey, if you fall out this truth, man, hey man, listen, Jake, Israelites that die on this side are not gonna have a normal death. They are not gonna have a normal death, man. They're gonna have torture, man. They're gonna have pain and suffering for their wickedness, you know. And then they will come through the seed of the chosen and live in the kingdom, man. But still, they're gonna live in shame, man. What's that? Daniel chapter 12. They're gonna live in shame, man. What's this, man? Internet bugging out. Okay, cool, Satan. Whatever, Satan. Then I just read it from my Bible then. You see, you always gotta see see what's going on, man. I'm not allowed to bring out this scripture. All of a sudden my internet stops working. So what? Does that mean I give Satan the victory? No, man. You know, 2 days ago, me and the brother was studying on Skype, and all of a sudden, Satan jumped in and he let my laptop crash. Then his iPad crashed, and then I was laughing at Satan, man. I was like, hey, man, you really think your dumb ass is gonna stop this truth from coming out, man? Then the Skype fell out like every 1-2 minutes, and I was like, oh, okay, you want to play like that? So we grabbed our phones and used the WhatsApp call to just to continue in the scriptures, man. So never give Satan the upper hand, man. So what I'm gonna do, since the internet is bugging out, probably works again, but anyway, just to show y'all, man, just grab the scripture here, you know. Daniel chapter 12 verse 2. I'm gonna repeat it again. Daniel chapter 12 verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, which is this truth, and that will get you into the kingdom if you make it, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. So eventually everyone is gonna be in the truth. All the Israelites are gonna be joined amongst each other and being of one mind and one consent, man. Unlike now, you know. But some are gonna wake up to everlasting shame, man, everlasting contempt, because you fucked up. You fucked up, man. You know. You know that basically you didn't do what you had to do, man. You know that you was deceiving. You know that you was basically having this lay back and relax mentality. You know, while there was a work to do. So going on, because the most I can raise up stones, man. Like I just read, the most I can raise up stones and be the elect, and no one is needed, man. So don't think that you are needed in this truth. The most I can set up someone else in your place easily, man. You know, Galatians chapter. It might be your little brother, man. You see how serious this is? It might be your little brother, man. You're always stomping on your little brother, always beating him up. For example, always beating him up, being like, hey man, man up, man, man up. Then you be like, hey man, I'm in the truth, man. What you know about the truth? Boom. Then your ass falls out. He comes in, man. That's what the most I can do, man. Only because you have this pride and only because you think like you don't have to do nothing. Galatians chapter 6 and 3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. You're deceiving yourself, man. With that thought alone, you're deceiving yourself. You know? First, a Yahweh Shemel Shai, Babakasha. Let my internet work, man. Hey, Kalalayim Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. This is First Kings chapter 8 verse 33. When thy people Israel be smitten down before the enemy, because they have sinned against thee, and shall return again to thee, and confess thy name, and pray, and make supplication unto thee in this house, which, if we look up the word supplication, it says to be gracious, to show favor, pity. So you ask basically for mercy, man. It's actually begging. To show favor, be gracious, to be pitied. To make gracious, make favor, be gracious, to direct favor to, have mercy on, to shown favor, be shown consideration. Basically ask for mercy, man. Basically ask for mercy, man. So if Israel returns, and we all with one consent pray to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Verse 39, then hear thou in heaven, thy dwelling place, and forgive and do, and give to every man according to his ways, whose heart thou knowest. Slakia, man. Verse 34, then hear thou in heaven, because this is the same, man. Then hear thou in heaven, you see? Verse 34, then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sin of thy people Israel, and bring them again unto the land which thou gavest unto their fathers. So the Most High doesn't need you, man. The Most High can put the Spirit upon all Israel and make him pray to them, make them pray to him, Slakia, make them pray to him, and we out of here, man. So what makes you think that the Most High needs you, man? 2 Chronicles chapter 7 and 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. So the Most High can put the Spirit upon his men and even raise up stones, and without your work, man, without your whack mentality, man. Like I'm saying, man, the Most High don't need you. Realize, man, we are in the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. When you in this truth, you're in the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And you need to know, you need to realize that, hey, you better watch out what you're doing, man. Because the Most High can sift you out, man. The Most High has set up all these examples. Saaneder, polite, fallouts, how you call that guy? The fat Colombian, that dude, bugged out spirit, man. He was in the main camp. Then you got that guy Yashar, always screaming out of the top of his lungs, saying the white man is the devil, totally bugged out. Then you got that other guy Yakko Wacko, totally delusional spirit, man. The only thing he wants to do is mock and scoff, calling himself an avenger for Yahushua. You are an avenger for Caesar Borgia, my man. Because this is not truth what you do. This is not prophecy. The scriptures say blessed is the man that's occupied in prophecy. The only thing you occupied in is scoffing at GMS. So you got delusional spirits out there, and the Most High shows you these delusional spirits. And if you don't take heed to those things, you're gonna receive a delusional spirit yourself, man. Go into the last verse. This is Sirach chapter 10 and 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High. And you depart from the Most High because you don't feel like making videos, man. That's pride. There's that laid back and relaxed type of spirit. That's pride, man. That's when you depart from the Most High. When your treasure is in the world, that's when you depart from the Most High, man, because you feel like the world is more important. And his heart is turned away from his Maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that had it shall pour out abomination, and therefore Yahweh brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. These strange calamity, you might say like, yeah, I'm catching hell, man, the afflictions. No, man, you're getting strange calamities because you are full of sin. You are full of sin, man. You don't want to listen. You don't want to listen to brothers that have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai upon them and rebuke your ass, man. You want to do what you want to do. You want to be back into the world. So get your ass back into the world, man. And move with this mentality, man. If you got a job for the so-called white man, you ain't gonna sit like this. Well, I can sit like this on my job because I'm the manager in this bitch, man. Your bitch ass can get fired too, man. And it actually happened. And you know who I'm talking about. You know? Thought you already in the kingdom, right? You have a good job, and not even be how you say that? Happy with the money you make. You wanted more, you want more money. Greedy, you being a greedy piece of shit, sitting like this, not doing the work, not pushing the work of Yahweh Shema Shai, your ass gets kicked out, man. You know, and that's what the apostle said. If you have that lean back mentality, man, your ass gets suspended, man. This is the time to put in some work, man. You know, and that's for everyone, man. Also for myself, man. This world is a bitch, man. But you know what makes me happy? The time goes so fast that you get like stressed because the time flies, man. You be like, damn. You know, when I started reading, it was like 1830, and now it's already 2012, man. Be like, damn, man, gotta get up tomorrow 5:30. But hey, man, we still gotta do something, and the reason that the time goes fast is only a good thing because the scriptures say the Most High will hasten the time for the elect's sake, man. These days are flying by like it's nothing, man. Listen, man. Only like 2 months. What 2 months? Yeah, 2 months, and then it's 2018. This dude third at my job, he said like, yeah, I remember, you know, 2 years ago when we first met and started school, you know, the school slash job mix, you know, you already said like you know, the it's gonna end soon, and look at us now, you know, two years later we finished school, it's still not ended, man. Hey, I pray Yahweh Shem Shai fucking, you see, we look we look for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So if you have the spirit like, hey, this can pop off tomorrow and next week I finna be you know, out of this bitch, then that's a good spirit to have, man. But we still have a job to do, man. You know? So with that, you know, I hope this lesson was edifying, and you know, may Yahweh Shema Shai be upon y'all to push the videos, to push this truth and sincerity, and to do his work, man. Shalom.